It is Stack That Gold. We are chilling on a Friday night. Is this a little better? Still a little out of focus, but it's a little better. What's going on, Joseph? Good to see you. Just chilling tonight. How's your ayahuasca journey going so far? Good day, Kane. Good to see you. Welcome. Good day, Aka. About time. Oh, just got back from surgery. Damn, man, what's going on with you, Joseph? What's going on, Jeff? Good to see you. I don't think it's that reflective. Silver is definitely a lot more reflective. So that's why I usually don't show silver because that is definitely more reflective. We didn't have what? Abundant here in Aussie. Oh, as far as silver? Yeah, mate. I did a GSR swap today. I traded some silver in for gold. AG for AU. People were telling me not to do it. People tell me to buy silver, don't swap it, this and that. You know what? People can do whatever they want, mate. It's their precious metals. If they want to swap it for silver for gold, gold for silver, it is what it is, man. Nobody knows what's going to happen with the price. People think it's going to go over 100 USD, and it just might very well do that. But I want the gold. To me, gold is more stable. Silver is for me is too risky. Silver. Hey, what's going on, JK? Good to see you. I know. They make it out of bank of a tree here. Not sure what that means. It works out the same. Exactly. You know what my dealer, my LCS told me today? He said it doesn't matter if you get silver, you get gold. The only way you're losing money is if you keep it in the bank. That's the only way you're losing money. And he's right. It doesn't matter if it's silver or gold. My dealer just sold 1,000 ounces today. So he was really looking for some silver, and I sold him a vintage bar that he's gonna keep in his own stack. He doesn't have that one, so he paid me a good price for it. Why should I not trade it in if I have duplicates of it? And the rest of the stuff I traded in was just common vintage, so I didn't really care about it. I got it. I more than doubled my money on most of those vintage bars, so I'm happy with that. Conscious man, what's going on, brother? Good to see you here. I enjoyed I enjoyed your live stream the other night with Emerald and trying that was really fun. I'm hoping Emerald starts that up again. So we'll see what happens. got some got some old time members in here. Old OGs in here tonight. Yeah, Mandura. It's really cold here. I don't know what it is in Celsius, but it's probably negative degrees in Celsius. It's like -5 degrees with the wind chill, maybe even colder than that. Joseph, man, you gotta stop watching the History Channel. Okay. You gotta stop watching the History Channel, brother. Can you bring that gold up close? I mean, I could zoom in or yeah, I could bring it up close if you want. So this is one I got last year. It's a restrike. I don't know why my lighting is so bad tonight. It's usually, maybe it's this thing that's like, I don't know. No, that didn't really help it, right? Usually the picture's clearer. I don't know why it's so shitty tonight. It's not focusing good. Sorry. So this is the 100 Corona. Fuck, man. I don't know what's going on with this. Who's that? What's going on? The Standard Pluto, welcome in. So yeah, this is 100 Corona from Hungary. They made it only 2 years, I think 1907, 1908, something like that. And this is a restrike from the 70s. And really beautiful coin. It has a large diameter. I think it's like 37 millimeters. It's a very thin coin. Man, I don't know why my lighting is so shitty tonight. It's not focusing good. I don't know why. It's usually if I put this in like the front, then it'll not focus good. But it's just not making any difference tonight for some reason. I don't know why. So, sorry about that. I don't know. Usually I just put it here and it's usually pretty good. And then we have one of my favorites, 50 pesos. Man, this is so bad tonight, man. I swear this is like the worst it's ever been for not focusing. I don't know why it's not focusing. It usually focuses. I just cleaned the lenses too. It's not the lens. It's definitely not the lens, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I can't really show you them. Here's the 20 pesos. I don't know why it's so blurry tonight. It never is like this. You happen to come in on the wrong night, brother. Sorry. Hey, what's going on, transient? Good to see you. Gold, baby, gold. Exactly. I'm trying to focus it better. It's just, I don't know, man. This is how I normally set it up like this too. Maybe it's the background. I don't know. I kind of want to hide the cords, but that's why I put it. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry about it. Sorry you had to come in tonight, Cons, and it's not focusing good for some reason. But yeah, I got these two last year, and this one I've had probably for 3 or 4 years already. 20 pesos. I got most of the years. Tuskegee. Where's Tuskegee? Is that in Alabama? Yeah, man, it's all your fault, Cons. Oh, man. You got some single malt tonight. Have very little bit left. Man, why is this? It's just like, just really out of focus tonight. I don't know why. I'll try cleaning the lens again, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna help, to be honest. Shine it up real nice with an all-American cloth. I don't know if that's gonna help at all. I don't think it really helped, right? Hey, what's going on, Jerry? Good to see you. I don't want to flip this camera over. I'm thinking maybe. Oh, my internet is on here. I don't know. I really don't know. So, what's everyone doing tonight? It's where I'm sitting. No, I swear I put it in the exact same position. Like you could look at my live streams from like nights before, and it's exactly in the same position, pretty much. I don't know what's going on with this thing, man. Maybe it's this. I don't know. Maybe this. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to focus it. That looks even worse now. I give up. I don't know what to do, man. I just give up. Anyways, if it focuses on something, I don't know. Oh, it looks so dark. Oh, forget it. Usually, if I put this here, that'll make it not focus good. I gotta drink this scotch. Yeah, I give up. Joseph, man, you gotta calm down, brother. You gotta calm down. What's going on? Everybody, well, anyone picking up anything recently? I was just saying I did a GSR swap today, vintage silver for gold, because you guys know I love my gold. Everyone thinks I'm crazy for switching out the silver for the gold, but I don't care. It's my preference, my PMs. I'll do what I want, and everyone's entitled to do what they want with their PMs. Like my dealer said today, he said the only way you're losing money is if you have it, if you keep it in the bank. It doesn't matter if you get silver, or you get gold. As long as you're doing something, you have some PMs. You're not losing money. You're only making money in the long run. So, man, I'm just pissed tonight. It's not focusing. Exactly. What is it? The GSR is like 60 to 1 now. So it's pretty good time, I think, to swap. Yeah, man, it's all good. Conscious, man. I remember that bar I sold you, brother. I should have waited. I should have waited another few months. Would have doubled my money. Mm, I'm glad I was able to give you a great deal on that bar, man. I know you mentioned it the other night. Exactly. 54. Yeah, I know it was like down to 54, but you know what? I don't care. Little extra. He would have probably taken more off anyway, because he has to make money, right? So for the bars, he gave me $70 for the 1 ounce ones, and for the 10 ounce bar, he pretty much gave me spot for it. I wanted to give him a good deal because he's given me some great deals in the past. I bought the pre 33 gold from him for $780, the $5 Liberty that I just showed, and the last one a couple months ago sold for 2,550. So he's done a lot of great stuff for me. He's given me a lot of great deals in the past. So I'm not gonna complain if I if I lose a few bucks here or there for swapping for gold. I really could care less because he's a great guy. He's my favorite LCS. So he's always given me great deals. 1 ounce buffalo. Yep, yep. A lot of deer around here. Yeah, man. I was able last year because I traded in so much silver. I was able to get these two, and I got my Proof Buffalo, my 2006 Proof Buffalo 1 ounce. I love that coin. It's beautiful. I'm sure you'll get it someday, Cons. You should do a swap, man. Maybe trade some silver in for gold. See what you can do with that now. Wait till silver goes up maybe a little more and do it, man. Just go for it. What do you got to lose, right? I'm your favorite LCS. I appreciate that, Cons. 2 ounces of gold from you. Oh, silver. 54 was really like about 60. STG bullion, baby. That's right. I actually got some stuff today. I got some gold, and if anyone's interested in some Mexican gold, I got some Mexican gold for sale. You guys can reach out to me. I don't know where I put it. I'll probably show it in the video, but yeah, I got some Mexican gold if anyone's interested. I'll give you guys a really great deal. That's the thing, I post stuff in my community posts, and hardly anybody takes advantage of it. I'm not trying to get rich. I try to help out the community, and not that many people take advantage of it. And they're like, "Oh, I don't have," I take Zelle or what's the other one? Cash App. They're like, "Oh, I don't have the payment method." Well, you could send me cash too. People have sent me cash before. You could trade something too. I'm always open for trade. If you're interested, silver or gold, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. So, yeah, man. Dulce Medio. Yeah. How'd you know, JK? I got a couple of 2.5 pesos. So if anyone's interested, let me know. I'll do 4 ounces of silver for Dosi Medio if anyone's interested. I really don't care what type of silver either, but I prefer vintage if possible. See, I'm doing a fair deal here too. My dealer needs some silver, so I'm trying to help him out. I might. Hey, what's going on, Pang? Good to see you. What's going on, Stuart? Welcome in. Yeah, I was just saying before, my dealer sold 1,000 ounces today, so he's looking for some silver, and he's willing to pay top dollar for it. So I gotta try to take advantage of that because he's having problems getting silver now. It's not easy for him to get silver at a reasonable price. So even if he pays me spot or only a dollar or two under, it's like for him, he's still getting a good deal. He's not able to get silver that cheap for some reason. I don't know why. I guess because there's such a huge demand for it now. He's just a small dealer, and he has to buy a lot at once for him to get anything. So he doesn't really do that. So I don't know. He was very flush with silver. He had tons of silver today. He had a little more vintage than he normally has. So I was looking at some of the vintage, but yeah, I mostly buy gold from him because he charges me like pretty low over spot, especially for pre 33 because he gets pre 33 under melt. So he gives it pretty close to melt for me. So I try to take advantage of that. WC Real, what is that? I might be interested. Oh, don't have any gold yet. Oh, hey, what's going on? The real gear. Welcome back in. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, just let me know. I got just just for you 4 ounces for that deal, STG. Yeah, let me know, brother. If you want a 2.5 pesos, I'll trade for 4 ounces of silver. Let me know. I'm definitely interested in that. I prefer vintage though. if you have vintage. But I'll do 4 ounces of generic if you really want to. What do we got going on here? So what's everyone? Is anyone buying anything in the new year? Has anyone bought anything yet? Traded, sold? I'll take anything, but I prefer vintage. Same here with silver. I see the piece of gold. I don't know. Oh, my camera's not good tonight. For some reason, I don't know why, but I'll try to show you. I got it. Let me take it out of the flip. I got this one has a little. This one has some copper spots on it, so I know it's so bad tonight, guys. I'm really sorry for the camera. It's just like I don't know. Yeah, you could look it up. You could just Google it. 2.5 pesos. So I don't know. I'm really sorry you can't really see it so well tonight. It's just a 1945 restrike, and I got 2 of them. I'm trying to. I think I know a guy who's interested in them, so he didn't get back to me yet. So for first come first serve, you know, let me know, and definitely could work something out. Nice. All right, cool. Just email me. You know, I have Zelle or Venmo, or if you want to send me 4 ounces of silver instead, just let me know. Send me some pictures, what you got, if you want to do a trade, and I'll definitely hook you up. I could send you, I could email you some pictures. What's the piece on the left? Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Pang. It's like my camera's really shitty tonight. This is the 20 pesos Mexican gold. This is my favorite foreign gold coin with the Aztec calendar on it. Ah, man, I don't know why. I really don't know why it's so bad tonight. My camera. I know you guys have seen my lives before, and it's never this blurry for some reason. I put it always in the same spot, and it's not. I took this away. It's not because of the watch or anything. It's just not. It's just a bad picture tonight. So sorry. I could I could try delighting in here. Probably that's probably what it is. Yeah, I don't know. That didn't help it. So yeah, the 20 pesos they made originally in 1917, and the last year I think was 1921. I want to say maybe 19. I think it was 1921. I'm missing the last year for this. I have all the others. They made a restrike in 1950, a 1959 dated restrike, and that's what that one is. That's the restrike. It's cold. That's why your camera is crap. I don't know. It might be. Mate, this is the newest. This is the S25, man. I don't know. It shouldn't be the camera. I don't know, man. OPM 10 ounce. I sold that today. I sold the OPM 10 ounce today. Did I mention that? I think I mentioned it. The mushroom bar. So Ohio Precious Metals made the mushroom bar. They're based out of somewhere in Ohio, and the reason they had the mushroom on the bar is because the place where where they made the bars, they used to grow mushrooms at that site. So it's like an homage to the history of the site of the location. So that's why they put a little mushroom bar on it, a mushroom symbol on it, and they used recycle. You'll see some of them with the recycle symbol because they recycled the silver. So they were in business up until 2012, and then they went out of business. Well, they merged with I think it was North was it Northwest Territorial? I think they might have, no, it was Elemental they merged with, and then they got in trouble around 2018 with money laundering. So that basically went out of business, but they kind of restarted the company. They call it something else now. So yeah, that's the history of OPM. So if you see, they still make it with the OPM name though. They have modern bars with the OPM name on it. Hey, what's going on, Avocado man? Good to see you, brother. Magical mushroom, psilocybin mushroom, right? You could ask Transient about that. I don't know much about that. Even the newer iPhone, I have problems with focusing. Yeah, I don't know what it is. This is like, I don't know. Since I've gotten it, I haven't had any problem until tonight focusing. So kind of sucks. Need to get more gold. I fucked up last, didn't get enough, so I don't have as much as I thought for 2024. Mate, I'm telling you, man. I know you think silver's gonna go up, but you should probably do it. You should probably swap some, man. You should probably wait till silver goes up a little bit more, and then do a swap if you can, because all that silver, it takes up a lot of storage, and I just don't want to have all that silver, man. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, if you have thousands of ounces of silver, right? Where are you gonna store that? I store it in a controlled environment. Most of it, some of it I have at home, very little bit. Most of it I store in a controlled environment. Um, Same with the gold. I keep a few pieces that I really like. But gold, it's just a lot more value in a lot smaller amount of space. So that's what I like about gold compared to silver. I don't want to have like 10,000 ounces of silver because it's just like it's taking up too much room. So I think the ratio might go a little lower, but honestly, I'm thinking it's not going to go much lower. I bury it in the barn. I only have 735 ounces. Yeah, the shit is heavy, about 46 pounds. That's 24 kilos. Yeah, man. I know you did your full stack videos. You're still not done yet, but I saw you did your full 1 ounce bars and your 5 and 10 ounce. So and other odd weight size bars. So man, that's great. That's great, man. As long as you're stacking, you're ahead of more than 95% of the people in the world, guys. Seriously, this is real money. Fiat is losing its value every day, so this keeps up with inflation. It's a hedge against inflation, and I'm using it personally for retirement. So I'm still trying to get to my first 100 ounces of silver. That's all good. When did you first start stacking Gear Up? Okay, that's good. That's good. Full stack video. I want to see. I did my vintage full stack a couple years ago, and I've significantly increased my vintage since then. So you could check out my old video if you want to see my vintage full stack. That was at the time, it was like 98% of my vintage. And it's just a pain to get it out of storage. It's just so heavy now, and it's like taking a few pieces out at a time and selling them off, is making my life a little easier for me. So that's why I've been trading some silver for gold last year and now this year. It just makes it easier, more convenient for me. I've learned not to sell it anymore from now on. If I go holidays, I'll save cash like my last holiday to Philippines and Thailand. Mate, you got to do what you got to do. You I wouldn't save the fiat because if the price of PMs keeps going up, wouldn't you rather have that extra value from the precious out of the precious metals compared to just the fiat, which doesn't increase in value, it only decreases in value? You should keep buying silver and gold and trade it in for when you need it if you want to take a vacation because you're making money on that silver and gold. The value of those are going up because the value of the dollar is going down. So it's better just to buy it and sell it if you need it than to have it in fiat. I'm not saying you shouldn't have any fiat. You should definitely have a little bit as a reserve if you need it, but I wouldn't use it for travel. I mean, I know Transient sells a lot of his gold and silver to pay, especially his gold to pay for his trips to the Philippines. So I think he's gonna probably be heading there pretty soon. So yeah, it's good to have a little bit of everything, but I tend not to hold too much cash in the bank. I just put it in precious metals mostly and other investments. They may still stop us from traveling. What do you mean by that? You were out of work for a while, like me. Yeah, man, I was definitely out of work, and I still managed that year. I think I still managed to get like 7 or 8 ounces of gold that year. So I don't think it was too bad. The prices were a lot cheaper in 2023. So yeah, like half the price, less than half the price it is now. So made it a lot easier to stack then. It's just gonna get harder and harder, guys, if you think about it. That's why I've been trying to go hard on gold and silver now because, over the last few years, pre- PM prices have just gone crazy. It's just getting harder and harder to stack it as the prices go up in value and people's salaries don't go up. Fortunate for me, I'm in a job now where I will get a yearly increase in salary and a yearly bonus, probably in May. So I gotta wait till then. Probably not gonna get much of a increase in salary because I just started. But if I stick with this company for a good 2 or 3 years, my salary will go up significantly. So I'm very fortunate that I'm in a position where my salary will be able to keep up with inflation, and I'll probably be able to afford a similar amount, if not more, precious metals. So I'm in a good situation. I'm very blessed to have a great job I got into. Yeah, I'm definitely noticing a lot more people talking about copper. I know Pirate Stacker is a huge proponent of stacking copper, and I know Mr. West Texas is just the opposite because Mr. West Texas makes a great point is that if you're paying, let's say, $2 or even $2 for an ounce of copper, and a pound of copper is going for $4 a pound, copper has an extremely high premium compared to silver or gold, extremely high. You're paying so much more money for it, and it's not even worth that much, and it's probably not going to go up that much in price. So you're really getting ripped off if you buy copper. A lot of coin shops will not buy copper, and if they do buy the copper, they're going to pay you scrap for it. So you're losing a ton of money if you buy copper. So I don't think it's a good idea to stack copper unless it's part of your job, and you could get some scrap copper for free, or you're a scrapper, you find it in, on the sidewalk or in wherever you dig for it, you find it. In that case, yeah, it's great to save the copper. I don't think it's going to go up much in the future, but you never know, and you could always turn it in for some fiat. If that's the case, then yeah, get as much copper as you can for free. But if you're buying it at an LCS or online or something, then it's definitely, I would not recommend buying it at all. Unless it's just for fun, you want to have a couple ounces of copper here or there, then that's cool. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, I love copper. Don't get me wrong. I actually love I people don't believe me when I say this, but I actually like copper more than I like silver. I don't like I really don't care for silver that much. I mean, I love my vintage silver bars. Don't get me wrong. I love poured vintage silver bars, because of the craftsmanship that goes into it. But as far as the metal itself, I mean, I love copper. I just love copper. Here we got Niagara Falls. I think I gave away some copper rounds. I had a lot of copper rounds. Got the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I like copper. Copper is nice, man. I kind of like it more in a raw form. I bought a copper bar, a poured copper bar, because I just thought it was so beautiful. I got little, here. Someone someone gave this to me, Geiger copper. So I really love copper. Starting to tone up a little bit, starting to oxidize a little bit. So yeah, I like copper. I love copper. Let's see. Copper is good looking color. I painted a motorbike of mine years ago. Everyone loved it. Nice. Copper, copper's silver's sexy cousin. For sure, man. For sure. But that's the thing, it's the same with, copper oxidizes over time and it turns green, and silver tarnishes over time, it turns black or whatever color it is. So, unless it's pure, highly pure silver, it's, maybe if you have like 5 nines fine silver, which they do have in Canada now, on the maple leaves, I believe is it what? Is it 5 nines fine now? Um, yeah, it's less likely to tone, but it's still, if it's not 100%, yeah, there's definitely gonna be some toning involved. So it is what it is. Platinum. Platinum's been crazy lately, man. It's been going up and down like a roller coaster. I'm glad I got in when it was like $900 an ounce. I'm kind of sorry. I sold an ounce and a half of platinum last year, and I had a platinum bar, and I mean, I traded it in to buy gold. And am I sorry? No, I'm not sorry, because in 2024, I was going to buy an ounce of gold, and instead I decided to buy an ounce of platinum because it was the last year of the American Platinum Eagle in 2023. They had one, and I paid $1,085 for it. And I'm not sorry that I bought it. What is platinum at now? Like around 2,100, and that same gold was around 2,000, and now it's more than doubled. So value wise, I could have, made a lot more money if I had purchased the 1 ounce of gold compared to the 1 ounce of platinum. But because it was a low mintage of only 12,000 made, I'm playing the long game, and I'm hoping it's going to be more of a collectible item in the future. So that was my thinking long term compared to short term. Got 5.5 ounces of platinum. Yeah, I don't want to say how much I have, but yeah, I have something similar, little bit more, but not much more. Looks too much like silver. And that's the thing. A lot of people say they don't want to buy, platinum because when they die, they don't want their spouse or whoever, their kids selling it, and people thinking it's like getting only like silver price for it. Um, I don't really, I like platinum. I think it's good to diversify your stack. I think it's good to have a little bit of everything. If I know people can't afford necessarily to buy platinum or gold, but if you can, I'd take advantage of that GSR now and try to trade in some silver if that's what you have for gold or even platinum. I don't know. I don't know about platinum, but I think the boat has sailed on buying platinum. But I still think silver and gold are good values right now. All right, Conscious, take care. Have a good night, brother. Good seeing you. Hope to see you again in my live when my camera's a little better focused. Hey, STG and everyone else here. I bought a 5 ounce copper bar earlier in the year for the hell of it, Germania Mint. And that's cool, Dave. Welcome into the room. If it's something that you like, just go for it. Once in a while, I got this little Geiger square copper 2 ounce copper bar. Someone gave this to me. And, of course, it's a lot of money, something like this. You're never going to get your money back on it. But if you really like it and you enjoy it, why not buy it? Once in a while, splurge on something that you really like and enjoy. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely, just go for it, man. How about dirt? Dirt, it's expensive. What type of dirt? Pay dirt? Pay dirt, man. Mm. Mate, you're in Australia. You could just go somewhere in the outback, take a metal detector, start looking for some gold nuggets, man. The US, like, I don't know, maybe you go somewhere remote like Alaska, you'll be able to find above ground gold, but it's so hard now to find above ground gold in the US. It's like damn near impossible unless there's somewhere that hasn't been discovered yet, which I'm sure there are plenty of places there are. But like in California, Alaska, it's like it's probably pretty hard to find something new where they haven't discovered it by now. Yeah, you could go to Calgary mines. I don't know where else in I know in Western Australia, but in like the northern part probably, right? That's probably where the mining is, where you worked. I mean, it's probably all over. Hey, what's going on, OC? Welcome in. Yeah, man, I just passed Tracks the other day. I mean, he's never in the shop. I'm telling you, like he'll film like around the corner from his store. He'll probably film for like 5 or 10 minutes every month or something. When he does like a giveaway, he'll film. He's probably never there. Very rarely he's probably there. Cal Gorley. Cal Gorley. Okay. I'm saying Kalgoorlie, like Sven Gooley. Did you see what happened today? No, what happened, OC? What happened? I wasn't in the Diamond District today. I went to Chinatown. I did a live stream, and I traded some vintage silver in for gold today. Check the sidewalks for gold. Yeah, man. I'm always looking. I used to pass there every day when I worked. I used to work around there and I would go through the Diamond District. And I don't know. It's just like a sad and depressing feeling when I go there. I just don't like going there. But I had to walk through the Diamond District to go to the subway, right? Yeah, man. There's a guy on YouTube. He does videos where he sweeps up the dirt and he vacuums up the dirt in the crevices in the Diamond District, and he mails it to himself, and then he filters it out, and he gets all sorts of like gems, little gems and diamonds and precious metals from it. So I could probably do that too, but do I want to do that? No. I don't care. Not worth my time and effort. When you get done, check his latest post. Crazy. I'm gonna check it now and see. I'm gonna see what you're talking about because you got me curious right now about what Trax is up to lately. I literally just went by there like a day ago, like 2 days ago or something. I don't see. I see Trax. I don't see where the hell's his YouTube channel. Man, why can't you just tell me, man? You gotta make me like Tracks. Was it Tracks NYC, right? Oh man, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Here it is. What did he post? What did he post? I don't see anything here. You're talking about his video, his latest videos from 2 weeks ago. Tracks NYC Diamond Jewelry. I'm in the wrong one. Man, you can't just tell me. You gotta waste my time, brother. Come on. Tracks NY. I can't find his damn YouTube, man. That's a different unless that's it. What did he post? I don't see it. Whatever. I don't care. Kalgoorlie. I like saying Kalgoorlie. That doesn't sound too far. My wife showed me some. What? Trax did an interview. Who do you do an interview with? He does interviews with a lot of people. I don't know what's going on. I guess that's his channel, Trax NYC Diamond Jewelry, right? That must be it. It got 4.35 million subs. So what am I looking for? Like the shorts maybe? Thieves get confronted by Trax. Is that what? What the hell? He's going ape shit. What the hell? Where's my money? I'm looking at the subtitles. Damn, man. These guys are fucking hustlers, man. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like. You know, I don't like dealing with some of these people in the Diamond District. Another store stole his customer and sold him fake necklace and called him out. The guy spit on him. Oh damn, man. Oh shit. Damn, man. That's messed up. That is messed up, man. Oh. Oh well. So petty, man. It's just so petty, you know. He's like, he sells millions of dollars a year, you know. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it sure is. East Coast is different in general. Like I see people out in the sticks and the boondocks making videos talking about their LCSs and this and that. And I'm like, I wish I had that. I wish I had an LCS I could go to that has like trays of stuff in it. But most, I go to some LCSs that have trays, but they're not, it's just like more mixed stuff. They don't have like one tray is for vintage, one trays for, Britannias and Maples and like all these sovereign coins, and then you have another tray for like 90%. You don't really see too much of that here. Everything is just like mixed in together, and it's kind of hard to. I have to go to like the suburbs to go to like a real LCS, and he charges way too much. The only good thing is, I guess, is that I get some pretty good pricing here because the Diamond District in New York City is a huge hub for precious metals, so I actually get some really good deals on stuff here. But again, in New York State, we have a tax. If it's $1,000 or under, you got to pay a tax on PMs, which sucks. And I know in Cali it's 2K now, due to your wonderful new scum governor. There's gold in Queensland. There's gold all over New York and all over Australia, man. You should go. You should seriously like take a metal detector and go with a few guys and do some, metal detecting somewhere. Calling all of his customers to have their jewelry tested. Wants to sue him. Damn, man, that's messed up. Oh man, don't even remind me about the new mayor. Oh my god. We got a crappy mayor here, and California got a crappy governor there. So, it's, oh my God, I don't want to think about it, man. I just don't want to think about it. I love New York. I'm born and raised here. You could take me out of the city, but you can't take the city out of me. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's gonna be like the next 4 years. I think this. I know this. I don't even want to say it, but I know he's gonna be a one and done mayor. The last mayor I didn't like care for too much, but at least he tried to clean up the shit show that the prior mayor, who was also a communist, really messed the city up. He was probably one of the worst mayors in New York City history. He really messed things up a lot, and crime went way up, and that was before COVID. It started, trending upward because of his fucking soft on crime policies. I just it's gonna be a shit show. That's all I gotta say. I don't know OC. They're both pretty bad. It's a close call. I don't know. Kathy Hochul, she's not the best governor, but I wouldn't say she's at the level of Mamdani, who has no experience whatsoever. His only claim to fame is that he was a rapper in where's he from? Where's he from? Zimbabwe or something? He was a rapper in his country. You know that? He was a rapper. That's his professional experience, being a rapper and working for his mom. So yeah, at least she had years in politics and she's not as inept as he is. I'm not saying she's the best mayor, but I mean the best governor, but I don't think she's as bad as Newscum is. He was a failed rapper, exactly. Exactly. Kathy Hochul actually used to be a Republican, and she switched parties. So I think she's just whatever is popular. She's basically a reactive politician. Whatever people are complaining about, she wants to try to address, and she doesn't really give a shit about much else. I don't think she's that incompetent. Honestly, she's not. She's not as incompetent as Newscom is, in my opinion. So, it's a shit show overall in this state. It's Things are getting bad. People are leaving this state. The population's decreasing in this state. I think it's barely increasing in California. There's a high birth rate in California because of immigrants, but New York State, our population's actually decreasing. So not a good sign. You need to go to the free grocery store when they open. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, they can't really I don't know how that's gonna work, honestly. I think that's a horrible idea, honestly. We already have food pantries, right? So like we have food banks and food pantries. I don't see how a government run super subsidized supermarket is gonna make anything cheaper. You could literally go to we have a ton of these like cheap stores like Aldi and Lidl now. Their prices are so damn cheap, man. Like you wouldn't believe how much you could get stuff for, like how cheap it is. Like I go to the store and I see a pack of like sliced cheese for like $3 or $4, and you go to one of these stores and it's like $1.50, and the cheese quality is really good. It's no hormones added, and so there's already stores that are cater to they basically put them in food deserts, and the quality of the food's actually really good. I actually go to these stores too and eat this food. So I don't see how it's really going to make a difference. It's just going to waste taxpayers' money by funding these, low, government run supermarkets, which it's just a crazy idea. It's just what they did in Russia. I had a professor in college who I think was also uh, Communista Simpatico, and he talked about, he's like, one day I was in the Soviet Union, a pack of cigarettes cost 50 cents. The next day, we turned over Russia into free market, and the price of cigarettes went up to $5. He's like, that's capitalism for you. So, who I just got so pissed off when I heard him say that. I was so pissed off. Um, Living under a communist system, where everything is controlled by the government and there's tons of inefficiencies, it's just going to be a waste of our money opening up these government run supermarkets. It's going to waste so much money, guys. It just pisses me off. It's just so inefficient, you know. There's ways of doing things. There's nonprofit ways of doing things that are more efficient than being run by the government. You're just wasting tax dollars by doing that. So, rent free. Exactly. Ask a Cuban how socialism works. Heck, ask a person from China how socialism works. Why are they coming to the U.S.? I mean, you know, shit. Mamdani is bullshitting all New Yorkers. He definitely is, Aka. I completely 100% agree with you. It's always the same song and dance routine: over promise, under deliver. he's slick, you know. He's saying all these things, and where's he going to get the money? Even if you tax the wealthiest, it's not going to be enough money to sustain any of these initiatives that he wants to do, and you're just going to put the city deeper into debt. you know we had Mike Bloomberg, who is a businessman, and he ran the city like a business, and he actually, for the first time in like 50 or 60 years, had a surplus of money for the city's budget. The city owes tons of money back from when Mayor Lindsay was mayor back in the 60s or 70s. We still have all these bonds that we have to repay, and we're still in debt now. And people don't realize this, that we're in debt, and you're going to put all these um, programs that are subsidized, funded by the government. We're just going to get further and deeper into debt, and it really sucks. It just pisses me off that he wants to spend more money and waste people's money on things that are not going to improve the lives of the everyday New Yorker. It's really not. You're going to basically redistribute wealth, and you're going to waste the money like it does in a communist or socialist system because of inefficiencies. And that's what's going to happen, unfortunately, in New York. Well, certain government funding Trump can withhold, certain funding he can't. You can't stop welfare payments necessarily. You could stop some type of funding for infrastructure. It's possible. I don't know what Trump's going to do, honestly, but I think after maybe another year or so, I think Trump's going to really step in and, go to war with Mamdani. He's actually very civil with Mamdani when they met in the White House. I know Trump is playing the long game. He's waiting for him to fuck up and say, "Aha, I told you so." I think that's what Trump is waiting for. That's when Trump's gonna make his moves. And unfortunately, it's gonna be too late for the city by that time. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, welfare is federal. He can't. You need Congress to make changes to welfare. He can't unilaterally stop welfare payments without Congress's approval. They approve all the budgets. So Trump is trying to, I guess, use his full power to hit the full potential that he can. He could stop certain things from making certain payments, but really, it really depends on what it is. Yeah, thank God, Stuart, it's not that bad by me. I know you guys in Texas are having having a lot of those issues, but it hasn't gotten that bad yet here in New York. So I hope it doesn't. I don't think a lot of New Yorkers are going to tolerate that, to be honest. You know, we're we're tolerant to a certain degree, but when shit like that happens, it's not gonna. It doesn't. You don't see it happening here too often. Sometimes maybe, but I hope it doesn't happen. I know in Texas it's a different situation though. You guys down there are dealing with that stuff now. Yeah, you ever in Texas, man? It's bad down there. It's bad. I've seen some videos on YouTube. I think maybe I don't like to get into that stuff, but I can definitely send you some videos I've seen recently. Yeah, I don't like to talk too much about politics, though. I try to avoid it like the plague. But when nickel comes in here, that guy gets me riled up sometimes, and it's unavoidable. So what's everyone been buying lately? Anyone been buying any silver, gold, platinum, palladium, osmium? I was supposed to do a collaboration tomorrow night um, with the coin guy, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because I'm gonna be out most of the day tomorrow. My friend isn't from out of town, from Florida. He's from here, New York, but he goes to Florida for a couple months. He's a snowbird, he's retired, and he rents out a house for a couple months. So he's coming back up here for a week, and so I'm gonna meet up with him tomorrow. That sucks, Aka. I mean, I could understand being closed for, July 1st. I mean, July 1st, January 1st. But yeah, I don't know why everything is closed. I guess it's a little bit more traditional, a little bit more old school there in Australia. Had 20 ounces of silver delivered today, tube of Asahi rounds. Nice. Yeah, man. OC is he's a dealer, man. He ain't playing around. Picked up the 1987 Silver Eagle and an American flag bar. Nice, nice. It's always good to get those ASCs, man. Those are always popular. It really sucks last year when I was at the flea market. I know a couple years ago, like ASCs had like crazy high premiums, when silver was like 20 something and ASCs were like $45 each. And then all of a sudden, like last year, the prices started going down. And my dealer had a ton of ASEs at like 30 bucks a piece, man. And I'm just thinking back to that. Like, I should have bought those things. I'm like, I'm just like, I'm kind of pissed off I didn't buy it. But I'm gonna see this is like uncharted territory with these price increases now. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna play the wait and see game with silver. I'm still buying some vintage silver now, a little bit of silver. But this year, I'm probably hardly going to buy any silver unless the price drops dramatically. And if it does, then I'm probably going to put a lot of money into silver because, I could see its potential. I might have to play the waiting game, back in like 2011, 2008 when silver hit 50 and then it just dropped back down to like 12, $13 an ounce. So if that's what happens with silver this time, which I have a feeling it will, I don't think it's going to be that dramatic. Maybe we'll see $50 an ounce silver again, but I'm probably going to start buying a lot more silver, when it's not if, it's when silver drops. I seriously think silver will drop more, but you never seen this is like a 10% plus or minus swing within a 2 or 3 day time period. Even in one day it dropped 10%. It's like almost 10%. This is like you never have this is like uncharted territory we're in right now with silver. So it's like anyone's best guess where silver is going to go in the future. It could go up, it could go down. I personally, this is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think silver is going to take a big hit before, it goes back up again. Maybe not in the beginning of the year, but I think by the end of the year, it's going to start to go down, just like oil did once the price reached a certain price point. It made economic sense for these mining companies to start drilling for oil again, And it's the same thing right now with these silver mines. There's tons of dormant silver mines all across the world that were sitting dormant because it wasn't cost effective to mine for silver. And I think the same thing's going to happen this year. I think a lot of these mines are going to come back online because of the price of silver, and they're going to start producing millions of more tons of silver this year. That's going to bring the price of silver down. I think it's just a short-term thing, these high silver prices. I honestly don't think it's sustainable for the long term. Silver went up too dramatically this last year, and this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but I think that's what's going to happen. So what? Mexico has the largest proven silver reserves in the world. China's only number 2 in the world. So China has what, 20% of the world's silver, only 20 or 30. It doesn't own that much silver. There's tons of countries that produce, a lot of silver. US is like the fourth or fifth country. Australia is like maybe number 2 or 3. So, I mean, there's tons of countries that have silver. It doesn't matter if China stops exporting silver. There's tons of other sources we could get it from. It's not like it's not like lithium, where lithium is a critical a critical metal, where China controls essentially 90% of the world's lithium supply. It's not like that with silver. They only control, I don't know what the percentage is. I don't think it's more than like 30%. So, it's not going to be that big a deal if China stops exporting silver. It's just going to, in the short term, yes, the price is going to go up. But like I said, as more and more of these mines come back online in Mexico, Australia, the US, Canada, South Africa, it's going to gradually bring the price of silver down. I think the price of silver is going to go down by the end of this year, but that's just my assumption. There's no time like the present, because in the long term, it's only going to go up, the price. So, I always say, if you have the money, just buy it when you can. That's the best time to stack, is when you can afford to. Don't wait. Um, as far as silver, I think silver is going to go down. I think gold's going to go up. I think gold's going to go up to 5,000. And if you look at the gold production, in another, I don't know how many years, 80 years, there's not going to be any more gold left to mine. You know, there's hardly any above ground gold left to mine. Below ground, I don't know how many years they say there's left, and that's it until we start mining like asteroids and stuff. The price is going to continue to go up, especially for gold. Silver, I think there's just so much silver compared to gold, that I don't think you're gonna see a crazy increase in price. If even if it goes up to 125 dollars an ounce, I don't think it's sustainable to go up past that that price point, because of the amount of silver that there is, and the amount of mines that are going to start coming back online to catch up with production. So that's just my opinion. Yeah, yeah, definitely, Aka. I don't. It's kind of sad in Australia because I don't know if you sent me that video or someone sent me that video. I think probably it was you. They don't know like how much reserves of like gold they have or something, and they asked that politician like, how much gold reserves do we have or something like that, and he couldn't answer him. Um Australia is probably one of the richest, could be one of the richest countries in the world. If they start stockpiling their gold, and but like you said, they probably sell most of it. Australia's economy, though, is very what they do to their economy is great because when there's global shocks in the market, Australia is really not as affected as much. So if like there's a stock market crash or something like that in global crisis, it usually doesn't hit Australia as badly as the rest of the world because they've taken steps to diversify their economy, and when the shit hits the fan, it usually doesn't affect them as much. Is that AUD? I'm guessing you're talking about. Yeah, for sure. There's definitely tons of precious metals in space. I mean, the price would plummet dramatically if they started mining comets for precious metals. I mean, the price would go down dramatically for PMs. I'm trying to hang out for the GSR to come down and pick up some gold. I wouldn't wait too long. I think maybe it'll go down a little more, but you never really know. So, considering it was over 100 last year at one point, and then it started going down, now it's like at 60 to 1. I don't know how much you want to wait, if it take that risk that it might start to creep up a little bit as the price of gold goes up. You're just looking at the price of silver going up, but the price of gold is probably going to go up too. So it might not change as much as you think it will. So you might want to consider, when you want to do that GSR swap. I don't think it's a Marxist government, mate. I don't think it's that bad in Australia. Maybe just a few politicians who are in place right now, but I don't think it's gotten that bad. I don't really know. I don't really follow politics much in Australia, and I don't really like to talk about it. You'd know better than me, but I don't know. AUD. In USD, it's probably going to go to 5,000. It's around 4,300 right now USD, and a lot of these investment banks are saying it's going to be over 5,000 easy by the end of this year. So price of gold, it's gold is more stable. Um, if you could say that relative to silver. I think silver is a lot more unstable in my opinion, but that's just me. Now people say gold doesn't really have too many applications. There's applications in electronics gold is used for. But yeah, it's mostly jewelry. Like 40% of gold is used for jewelry. Another 10 when I'm going to start 60 down here at the moment. I mean, it was at around 54 already. So, um, I just did a GSR swap today, and he pretty much gave me spot, and couple bucks back from spot for some of the 1 ounce bars. The 10 ounce bar he gave me spot for, and the gold, you know, he basically charged me less than 10% premium on the gold, so wasn't too bad right now for gold. Gold has high premiums right now on purpose. They're not stupid, but yeah, yeah. Just wait then, see if it happens. It's possible it might get down to 50. It very well might happen. Looks like we lost a lot of people in here. We started talking about politics. This is why I don't like talking about politics on my channel. It's getting too weird, Joseph. The Anunnaki, yeah, is that what they said on the History Channel? I used to love watching the History Channel, like Ancient Aliens. I bet you watch that show a lot. It's that guy George Tsoukalos, right? According to modern science, no. According to ancient alien theorists, yes. It's like, I gotta love that show. Warzone. That's why it's mostly desert. Well, I don't think so, Joseph. You know about Pangea, right? How all the continents were, together, and over time, weather patterns changed. So, I don't know about your theory, Joseph. I'm not sure about your theory. I did have a Type 1 and 2 still selling at spot. Oh, I didn't know the price. I kept asking what the price was, brother. I kind of pulled the trigger tonight on something else. So, I didn't pay spot, but I paid, well, I got a good deal on it, is all I'm gonna say for now. So, um, I think I got a lot more value, bang for my buck out of it than if I would have purchased an AGE. So I appreciate it though, brother. Thank you. I am getting paid probably next week anyway, so I'll let you know. But there's a coin show coming up in 2 weeks, so I really want to try to save for that. But if I don't get anything, those couple of days, then maybe I'll reach out to you again. I know you said you're going to be getting some 100-ounce silver bars in, right? So that might be something I might, I don't know, with the prices the way they are now, it's kind of pricey to buy those. Copper chisels against granite. Always spot. Oh, I didn't know that. Good to know, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me know that for the future reference. I mean, unless you want to trade for some try not to get my face in the camera. Some vintage silver. I'm pretty much tapped out of silver that I want to trade. I pretty much got rid of most of my generic silver last year already. I still have some, like, some stuff that I want to keep, but I really don't have much silver left that I want to get rid of. So, um, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really have the fiat right now, so trying to save a little bit for the coin show. I might actually be flipping what I bought tonight. I thought it was such a great deal that I could probably make some money on it. Dollar back on the silver bars. Nice, nice. Joe, look into the Tartane Empire. Oh, you have them now. Nice. Yeah, man, I really hope you sell those bars. I hope the price of silver goes up only. I hope it doesn't go down. So I hope you're able to move those, because those are really hard to move, those 100-ounce bars. I mean, if you got some clientele that's interested in them, I mean, more power to you, but those are not the easiest bars to sell, unfortunately, OC. I'm pretty sure you're aware of that, even if they are vintage. Yeah, he's he definitely sells a ton of PMs. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good, OC. That's good that you got the clientele that you can move those, because I know when Silver Bar Stacker was selling those on Whatnot, he didn't really have the clientele so much to be moving those so quickly. So that's great that you got people who are interested in buying them. That's really great. I'm happy for you. I got two of them saved for you, mate. I got two of them saved. Oh, I got two of them saved for you. Next package I send you probably won't be for a while though. But yeah, I got some for you. Yeah, Akka, mate. I was asking OC. I said, "Have you ever?" He's driven. He said he's driven like pretty much any car, and I said, "Have you driven a Holden?" I don't know if you were there that night, and he's like, "Nope." He said he never drove a Holden before. They're not so common in the U.S. I mean, OC, man, if you want to do some silver for gold deal, I got some I got some junk silver, and I don't know. I got some vintage silver. Should have never sold your 5 kilogram bar of AG, but I had to. Yeah, a lot of people regret it. No, I don't have a car, so you're gonna have to rent one if you really want one. Mass transit is probably your best bet in New York. Nice, brother. Nice. I don't know how you're gonna get it in here, through the airport or wherever. You're not gonna be able to get it through Homeland Security. Nice. I gotta get some more of that, man. I might have to give you an ounce or two of silver for some of that stuff, man. I really enjoyed it. Guten Morgen aus Berlin, Deutschland. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Was da diesta drüben? No, I don't speak German. Sprechen Sie Englischen? uh, you sold a roll of silver at 54 and a roll at 62. Yeah, man, I sold 200 ounces at 39 an ounce this last year, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not waiting till it went up a little bit more. Did I think silver was going to end the year at, over 70? I didn't know. Just tell him nine, nine Deutsch. My dad was in Stuttgart in Vietnam era. He was gonna get drafted into Vietnam, so he decided to enlist instead, and he got to choose where he wanted to go. So he chose Germany. He was in Stuttgart, so he did his tour in Stuttgart. At the time, it was East and West Germany. What's the gold on the right? I know my camera's not it's not focusing good tonight. I'm sorry. This is 100 Corona from this is a restrike from Hungary. So this coin was only manufactured for 2 years. I think it was 1907, 1908. And they made a very limited number of these originally. The restrike, I forgot how many. I think it's something like 45,000 of these. This is in really beautiful condition. I got this coin at Spot last year. 37 millimeter diameter, and it depicts Franz Joseph I, the Emperor of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. And then you have the coat of arms of Hungary. It's Magyar. Magyar is Hungary in Hungarian. 100 korona. So they basically used it throughout the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The korona was the currency. It is slabbed. Yeah, I always slab all my my gold. Usually I try to slab it so it doesn't get smudged when I touch it. This one's in really nice condition. This one has some fingerprints on it, but you know, if I had this thing graded, I'd say this would grade at least a 68 to a 69, maybe even a 70. No, probably not a 70. I don't know, but it's pretty high up there. Pretty high up there. Kind of almost like a proof-like finish it has on it too, if you look at it. I thought it was a really cool coat of arms. I really liked it. They actually have the 10 Corona. They made 10, 20, and 100. So I'm probably, maybe I'll get the 20 Corona. It's basically the same equivalent amount of gold as the sovereign, the British sovereign. So they basically use that as the measurements. So the half sovereign is like the 10 Corona, and the half sovereign have the same amount of gold. It's like 0.1157 or something like that, and then the 20 is 0.2354, and then the 1 Corona, this is like just under an ounce of gold. I think they used like the US standard or something for this one. It's like 0.96 something. So I don't know. I don't remember, but it's just a little bit less than an ounce of gold. That you got a few $10 liberties. Nice. Your father was born in Cologne, Germany. Cool. I didn't know that. Speak a bit of Croat, Filipino, very little Thai. Sawadee Kap, Kap Kong Kap, Sabadi Mai. Start speaking some Thai. My friend married a Thai woman, and actually had a very close. I have a very close Thai friend. Very smart guy. He works for Amazon. Yeah, I like languages. I pretty much know English and Spanish. I wouldn't say I'm fluent in Spanish. I could understand it better than I could speak it. Show them your mega slab koala. My camera's a little blurry tonight. I don't know why it's blurry. It's just not focusing good tonight. But I could. It's highly reflective. That's why I don't like showing silver. I just don't want it showing my face. But yeah, check this out. I got this for $58 an ounce. I just got it in the mail this week. Perth Mint. I didn't know they come graded like this from the Perth Mint. It's kind of interesting. I didn't know they do that. They send it in for grading. They use NGC for grading. That's pretty cool. No, it's so blurry. I don't know why. I cleaned the lenses, not the lens. I don't know. It's just not focusing good tonight. So yeah, this is high relief. It's so cool. When I saw it, I'm like, I gotta buy this. I was a little hesitant to buy it at 58. I seriously was thinking the price of silver was gonna drop. And then by the time I got it, silver was like 78. So I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm good with that. So yeah, it's pretty cool, right? I never seen anything like this. Nice. Yeah, the Swiss 20 franc has lettering on the side of the coin. I think it says Liberté, Égalité, Fraternity. So I got multiple 20 franc roosters, angels, I don't, do I have I don't think I have a Napoleon one though. That's a little too old, but yeah, those are at, I know they're selling those at spot on bullion exchanges. They have a few Swiss francs, 20 francs, not the French ones. I remember buying those a few years ago at around $370 a piece, and now they're like probably like $870 a piece, which is crazy. You caught my white tennis shoes. Nah, they're basically they're not tennis, but yeah, they're basically walking shoes. Because I do tend to do a lot of walking, and I wear through those pretty quick. Yeah, people say I'm like an old man wearing those New Balance sneakers. I don't care, man. I've always worn them since I was a kid. I wore New Balance. I mean, I bought Nikes and like what are those other ones? Skechers. They don't really last that long. Those sneakers. I prefer New Balance. I find they last pretty good, although the quality has gone down a bit in the last few years. I have the koala bears in platinum, now the shiny. Yeah, I got platinum koalas too. I got 1991, I want to say, 1 ounce koala. I paid $977 for that, like maybe not even 2 years ago. um, what else? I got the 1/10 ounce koala. I think I paid I want to say 150 for that, and it's slabbed. Also 1991. So yeah, I got a couple koala platinum coins as well. Oh, you saw my lives. Oh yeah, yeah. Were you in the live? I think you might have been in the live. Yeah, I was in Chinatown today. Nowhere near the Diamond District. Because my guy came back from vacation, and I'm glad he did because I was able to get some gold. I already showed the Dos Pesos. I got a couple Dos Pesos, and I got something else that I'm gonna show in my video. Man, there's only a few people in here tonight. It's kind of dead. Damn, it's getting late. I'm probably gonna end it. I should really end it because I'm gonna meet up my friend tomorrow, who's in town from Florida. He's from here, but he's a snowbird, so he's only gonna be in town for about a week. So I want to meet up. Gonna get some Italian tomorrow. Mafia run place, and then we're gonna go to an Irish pub, get wasted. So, all right, I got some 2.5 pesos, brother. So I don't know. People been reaching out to me, but a lot of people, they're all talk, and I'm about action, and I think you are too. So, um, I'll message you, brother. I think I'm gonna end this stream because there's only like a few people in the room now. So probably because my camera is really blurry tonight. So I don't know what's going on here. All right, guys. I don't know if Aka's still here. We got Rugglehead maybe, and I don't know who else is still here. Have a good night, good day, wherever you are. Thank you all so much for stopping by. And like I always say, stack that gold. Have a good night.